Good morning. It's Margaret Fetty at the University of Sewing. It is Facebook Live, and Rachel's here with me.
Good morning, you guys. Happy Friday.
So, we have a lot to discuss. We had an event this week.
Oh my gosh.
Was that not so much fun?
It was so much fun.
Actually, it was two events
It was
in one.
two events, and it was busy but so great. I love spending time with our sewing community. They're just the best people ever.
And we got to meet some new people.
Yes.
We had
new people came to the
we
shop.
love new people coming to the shop. That's always fun. So, what is the giveaway today, Rachel?
So the giveaway, it is Bernina Day, and I just did kind of like a little collection of Bernina swag for your sewing room. First of all, of course, we have the Bernina Clicky Top pen. It's the good pens. It's the pens we all fight over in the shop. You're going to really, really love this. We got a Bernina pencil. You know, sometimes when you're doing marking and stuff, you need to have a really nice pencil. So there's that. We've got the Bernina translucent 6-inch ruler, and there's a fuzzy on it. Always really important for your sewing room. And then to top it all off, we have the Schmetz needle identification chart luggage tag. So you can tag your all of your Bernina luggage, so you can make sure that your machine goes home with you. And I'm dropping things. Thank you, Margaret. And this is really, really fantastic. Have you ever sat down at your sewing machine and looked at the needle and been like, what is that needle that I put on there? I can't even remember it. And this tells you all of the information about identifying that Schmetz needle by those color bands that they put at the top.
And
so,
you know,
functional and fun.
You know, I was reading this today on Facebook. There was a technician who got online, and what he did was he put a magnified picture of two different needles, and apparently the one was taken off of a machine. The person was having some issues with their machine, and he took this random needle off of the machine, and he was like, what's up with this? This was apparently some sort of, you know, one of those special buys that these various places online sometimes do, these unidentified needles. The eye of the needle was actually square.
Oh my gosh, how did that not snag everything?
It did.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
And it also didn't have a deep groove for the thread to get into. So this person was having all kinds of problems with their machine, didn't know what the issue was, and it turned out it was the needles. So go look through your sewing stuff. If you've got an unidentified needles, take the magnifying glass and look at them. Are they really a good needle? Compare them to your Schmetz needle if you don't want to just throw them away. I have a recommendation for you, though. I'd just throw them away.
I was going to say, I would just throw them away.
Random weird needles that you don't know what they are.
I had a student come in the other day, and she had just gotten a new Bernette, and I was doing her training, and she said, like, oh, I went online and I got these needles, and I was like, what are these needles? And we tried sewing with them, and it was terrible. The stitch quality was terrible, and everything kept snagging, and she was having tension issues. And I said, I'm going to go, and I went to our cart, because we have a cart full of Schmetz needles, and I just put in a good needle, and it fixed everything right away. And I always said, this is something we say in the shop all the time, the cheapest, easiest way to
correct a lot of sewing.
Yeah, maintain your sewing machine is just clean out your bobbin area and change your needle. So
and sometimes it is the quality of the needle, guys. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't happen very often, but occasionally a needle will come out of the package and not be great. So one of the first things you can always test out is it the needle. So exactly. And sometimes we don't even realize we've hit a pin or something.
Right? Sometimes it can just take the tiniest little
and it just hits it the right way, and you end up with a little ding on your needle, and then from that point forward, nothing sews properly. Please change your needles. You will be so much happier, really, really.
And this is something that we try to do when we have somebody come in with a machine, and they're like, this is my brand new machine, but it's just not working right. And so they want to sign up to get it serviced. And I'm going like, you don't need to do a servicing on this. This is a brand new machine. And a lot of times what we do, we change the needle, we rethread it.
And sometimes we change the thread.
And sometimes we also change the thread.
You know, those cheap spools of thread at that big box store, there's a reason they're cheap. And it's not because it's great. Save that for basting something. Save it for some hand sewing. Get rid of that off your machine. Do not use garbage thread. Do not use garbage needles because it will reflect in what you're doing.
And Grandma's sewing box thread probably isn't going to be that good anymore
I was
either.
going to say, yeah, and if your thread is old, always do the pull test. If you can pull it and snap it, it's not going to work very well, especially in a modern sewing machine. Modern sewing machines have incredibly powerful motors in them, and the thread undergoes high amounts of tension. And so if you can just break it with your hands, it's not good anymore. Thread does rot, so make sure it like dry rots. So always test it.
Fabric does that too.
Fabric will do that as well, and of course we all know elastic.
Right.
Like
Elastic.
and it goes like that's not good elastic. A slightly higher investment in the correct tools will make all of the difference. And we're talking about going from 80 cents a needle to $1 a needle. Can you guys afford 20 extra cents? I think that even when I was in grad school, I could probably have swung an extra 20 cents to get something that really worked well.
Yes.
So
we have something going on right now that we want to tell you about, and I think this is a really great date. And I know you have the auction for the 1st through the 30th.
you think
Can we extend it? Because we
Absolutely.
had this event, and we weren't able to really talk about it, and we haven't even got, do we have everything online now?
we don't have we're still waiting on the last 2 quilts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a problem. So let's do it from, what's today's date? Today.
It's the 12th.
Okay, why don't we do it from the 15th through the 15th of October?
All right. So you guys heard that. We are having an online auction. All proceeds will benefit the Pakistan Sewing School. If you are new to our Facebook Live program or to our YouTube channel, I'll give you a little rundown of that. The Pakistan Sewing School is this amazing program that was developed by and with the University of Sewing, where basically we offer impoverished women in Pakistan an opportunity to essentially learn a trade. We provide them with a free training school that teaches them garment construction, that teaches them alterations, that teaches them how to sew, so that they will be able to work from their homes and make money for their families.
And one of the last things that happens with this school is they get the sewing machines given to them for free.
Yes.
And so right now we are about closing up with one school, getting ready to start another one. And we have something special to offer to you to help encourage you to donate to this wonderful charity. And we are going to do an online auction.
Yes. And so if you go to the online auction, you can go to our website, universityofsewing.com, and you'll see the picture of Margaret right on the front. Right below her, there is a link to this auction site. Or if you come in, just go ahead and scan that, and that'll take you to our auction site. The starting bids are all very reasonable. We're trying to raise right around $2,000 so we can give these women sewing machines. Please, please, please. There are some really great things.
And if we get more than that, it'll help fund the next school. So please give generously on this.
So Margaret, explain, how can you give people sewing machines for $2,000? What kind of machines are these?
These are mechanical sewing machines, and they're also not electric. They are hand crank. So what happens in Pakistan, sadly, is that where these women live, the electricity is not consistent or normal. Not every home has electric even in it. So this is a way to get these people who, we don't even have a concept of what it is like to live like this. We really don't. Even in the poorest sections of the United States, nobody lives without electricity. They just don't. There might be some places where water is an issue in the far southwest and different things, but we're talking, these people do not have a way to really feed themselves and to take care of themselves because, well, for starters, it is actually a Christian group that is doing this. And sadly, because Pakistan's a Muslim country, these people are considered like the lowest caste in their communities. And so they are treated, they're not given good jobs. They oftentimes, if they have a medical issue or they want to put their kids through school, it is almost impossible. So what we're trying to do is give them a skill, a way that they can keep themselves fed and housed and clothed and have some medical care where they might not possibly have any other way to do it.
Yes. Excuse me. And I know that this charity was actually begun in connection with the charity that Erin, our technician's wife, has been involved with, or her family. Her family has been involved with, which is a charity where they help people in debtor's prison. So a lot of the women who actually come to the sewing school, their husbands have basically been arrested and are in forced labor camps to work off their debts, which are usually something like $3,000. I mean, just like tiny little amounts of money.
It is not the kind of money. I mean, we think of being in debt, thousands and thousands of dollars. This is not what we're talking about. We're talking about someone who, again, maybe had a medical emergency, maybe had some other things, or just trying to feed their family. So this is so amazing when we can help. Their charity in conjunction will help the husband and the family get out of the debt, and the wife can actually help by earning some money, making sure that she keeps her kids taken care of while that is going on.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to move on now. So just make sure that you
go to
check
the
this
auction.
out. Go to the auction, check everything out. There's great stuff on there. Where are we going next?
Okay, well, we have an amazing trade-in sale going. So we're going to go to the pretty girl.
Oh,
we're going to go
the prettiest girl at the dance.
Yeah, the prettiest girl at the dance. And I want you guys to, a lot of you you saw the 990 when she was first brought out to the community. And it's been now over a year. It has been over a year since we've had the 990. We actually have in the shop 2 990s. One is a floor model, one is a new one. And those 2 machines, because of when we purchased those, now are going to come with an entire luggage set.
Which is no longer included with the 990. It's a $1,400 value that you're just going to get because we have them.
And if you decide to purchase our new 990, yes. I have this gorgeous purse that we got from Venice. We brought this back from Venice, and it is a beautiful leather red purse to go with your 990. And the trade-in sale, is actually something that you can use on the 990.
Which is crazy. Almost never. The top line is almost never included in these sales. So if you trade in a sewing machine, and we are talking, what kind of sewing? Do you have to trade in a Bernina?
No.
Do you have to trade in a working sewing machine?
Well, no.
Do you have to trade in a sewing machine that is of equal value?
No. You
can trade in any sewing machine, any brand, and you can get 25% off.
Up to 25% off.
Yes.
There's a reason for that caveat.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that caveat. But if you come in and talk to us, we'll tell you why that caveat is there.
Yeah.
So
we're always trying to be open. We're always trying to be transparent. We will always tell you exactly what's going on. We're not trying to hide anything.
And we will give you a written quote that tells you what's included with this if you are considering it. And we would love to sit you down and show you why the 990 is. Now, I love this self-parking of the machine. We don't have to go and find any specific buttons in the machine. You just tell it you're ready to sew. It self-parks the embroidery unit. Yes, I can leave the embroidery unit on while I sew. It has these gorgeous stitches in it. One of the things that you may not realize what it has is it has a camera, so that you can see exactly what is going on with your machine. You can see where the needle's going to go in. It also has a laser light. Now, I will tell you the laser light we're not really going to see because I don't have some fabric in here. But this machine has the laser light. It has the camera. You can scan your embroidery project so that you know when you go to put your embroidery on, it is going to come out exactly where you want. It has so many wonderful features. One of the things that are one of my very, very favorites, and you...
So fun.
These
Anything with the
decorative stitches, and these decorative stitches, now it is thinking, no, we don't have a 40 on that. Nope, we have a different foot on it, but it's mad at me because I didn't tell it what foot it was on. So
what is that?
20. Yeah, I think it is a 20D. So I just have to find the 20D and tell it. Now it will be less mad. See, it's not mad. I'm going to turn off the camera because it shows the design better. But one of the things that's so incredible about this is now we can do a thing called jumbo stitches. So, would you like to make your stitches bigger and more wonderful? How about making them 100% bigger or 200% bigger or 300, 400? Look at that. Look how big those stitches are. And you're like, well, Margaret, how does the machine do that? Because it's going to stitch out of the area where the feed dogs are. Well, the Berninas have the ability to stitch in 360 degrees. So this is very possible for it to do these jumbo stitches. And this next, at the end of the month, we do the very last Wednesday of the month, we do a 990 class. And one of the things you can get with your 990 that a lot of people don't realize is free online. Once a month, we do a free online lesson all about the features of the 990. That is included with your purchase. So,
yes. So you don't have to haul it into the shop in order to get your training.
No.
You get your training online, and then the members of the club get to go back and view the previous training. If they're like, okay, I know that we talked about doing the lettering. What was that? And you can just go onto our YouTube channel if you're a member of the club, and you get access to all of those lessons.
And the other thing that we include right from the get-go on this is I have 4 lessons how to go ahead and set up your settings for the machine right off the bat. So if you are thinking, well, I don't know if I can get that big machine even home. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Because the other thing we have is free delivery within 60 miles of your home.
The other thing we have is Aaron and Dave.
They will happily bring.
And they will take it all in for you.
Yes, they will happily bring you the machine, deliver it to your house, and get you all taken care of.
Now, Margaret, what if, let's say you want this big, beautiful, gorgeous machine, but you're sewing on your dining room table?
I have another deal for you.
But wait, there's more.
There is more. How about 30% off of a cabinet to go with the lovely machine?
You guys, we don't have the room to actually show off this cabinet to its full potential, but this 990 cabinet is absolutely incredible. It's made by Horn of America. It is solid. It is hefty. It has a 2-foot wide, there we go. Can we?
No, we can't.
We can't. But it has a 2-foot wide leaf on this side. It has a full corner unit. It has a 2-foot wide leaf that goes up in the back. So you can expand it so that, have you ever been sewing and you're sewing your quilt and then it falls off the back of the table and you're like, okay, and the weight of it screws up your stitches? You don't have to worry about that with the 990 cabinet. It has this amazing, convenient slide drawer fit for your 990 embroidery unit, which of course is this huge Mondo embroidery unit. And over here, it has a slide out drawer. This is all of the pieces that go into the leaves that have thread storage.
No, that's not thread storage. That's for hoops.
Oh, I thought that was for the little pegs for thread.
No, it's the pegs for the hoops.
Ah, okay. So, well, you can put all your thread in these drawers that are soft close.
Yes.
Soft close drawers. Oh, and it also has an extender that you can actually extend right onto the left side of you.
Yes.
So there's even more space. We all know that horizontal space is super important for when we're trying to support our sewing projects. So do you want this cabinet for 30% off? Trade in an old clunker get the $9.90, get the cabinet at the same time, have the boys come and take it to your house and set it up. You're going to be so happy. This is going to be the last sewing machine you will ever need. It is incredible.
Wi-Fi connectability, everything you can possibly want. You can transfer your embroidery designs right on there. And if you decide to add software, you are going to be able to transfer your designs back and forth from the machine into the software, which is just truly amazing.
It's just an incredible, incredible machine. An incredible deal. We keep only talking about, oh my gosh, we only have 10 minutes. Where are we going next?
Okay, so
We need more.
let's go around here and let's go and...
Also, you want a chair? I'll give you a chair too. You want 30% off of the Bernina chair? Most comfy seat in the shop?
Buy a machine.
Buy a machine, we'll do it.
Okay. We have this gorgeous cabinet right here for doing your sit-down quilting. You've got a Q20 here, and it's got 2 leaves that go into it, so it expands out another 24 inches. And everything stores right in this cabinet so that if you do have limited space, except for when you're quilting, you can keep everything nicely enclosed.
It's also just a beautiful cabinet.
It is
This kind
such
of like
a pretty cabinet.
Whitewashed.
There we go. I want to see people see that it's
Look
got
at that.
storage in here so that you can do that. We'll go ahead and close up the embroidery or the bobbin door. You've got a place right here for everything. So if your space is limited, you want a beautiful cabinet for your Q20. And you know what is really cool about this? You know why we've got this?
Was it a trade-in?
It was a trade-in.
It was a
The table was a trade-in. The Q head is a brand new one. The table, you know why they didn't trade in the Q head?
Oh, I think because they put it on a frame, yes?
They put it on a frame.
Which is,
So,
again,
brand new Q head. This cabinet is in perfect, pristine condition.
Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
I don't think they must have had it very long because, I mean, it doesn't even have a single mark on it. It's in gorgeous shape. And so you've got this pristine cabinet. You've got the leaves to go into it. And again, when you purchase something like this Q20 on the Koala cabinet, we can deliver it to you. Now, I tell you this, the 60 miles is free delivery, but that doesn't mean we need to stop our delivery at 60 miles. We can come further, and we are happy to do that. So if you see something here today, again, the trade-in sale is an amazing thing because all you have to do is bring us something to trade in, and we can give you up to 25% off on these machines.
And I think that this is really also good to remember because this was traded in. Remember that if you get something like this, because right now your space is limited, and so you need to go for more of a sit-down model, but you get a Q20 with this table down the road as perhaps like, you know, when the kids finally move out and you can commandeer one of their bedrooms for your quilting studio. If you want to, again, upgrade this to a frame, to either a pro frame or a studio frame, or even add Q-matic to it, you can. You've heard me say this a million times. Bernina doesn't make you throw out the baby with the bathwater. You can keep your wonderful, amazing sewing head and transfer it over, and we'll help you do that too. And we will teach you all about how to do that.
You're not going to do it from that side.
I'm at the wrong angle. I'm at the wrong angle. There it goes.
Okay, so let's go over into this arena. Now, what you may not realize is that Bernina just put out all of these beautiful 7 Series Pro units. What does a Pro unit mean? How is it different from the older machines? When I say older, the ones from last year. Yeah, I mean, we're not talking like
we're talking like 6 months ago.
Yeah, we're talking 6 months ago. So, and by the way, we have a couple of those available. And by the way, don't forget that when people trade in machines, we've been getting some machines that are pretty fabulous, like a 770. And if we have that 770 you can purchase that and you know, used machine prices are pretty darn good. So go ahead and look at that stuff online. They're called pre-loved in our world. So put in pre-loved in the search engine on the University of Sewing, and you will see the ones that are on there. And guess what, guys? We can ship those. So we can ship those. So, but let's go back to the pros. The pros came out in August. We now have a stock of every 7 Series Pro. We have a 735 Pro, we have a 770 Pro, and we have a 790 Pro, and a 700 Pro, which is turned around here right now.
Yeah.
But I want people to see that each of these Pros come with a bundle. And it depends on which of the machines we're talking about. But there is a sewing bundle that comes with the 735. There is a quilting bundle that comes with the 770. And the 790 comes with all 3. What is the third bundle? The third bundle is an embroidery bundle. So the 700 comes with an embroidery bundle. These bundles are incredible. This is a gift with purchase.
They're just giving it to you, and I will say each one of these is right around between $1,000 and $1,400 in value. So if you get a 790 Pro, you are getting well over $3,000 worth of it's like $3,600 worth of free gifts.
And that is really incredible when you think about it, because guess what also is included here? Yes, you can use the trade-in sale. So if you've got a machine, you're looking at that, and you want to see about getting your machine traded in for one of these amazing machines right now through the end of September. I can't believe I'm saying the end of September.
I know.
So right now, through the end of September, these are available. Now, every one of them has self-threading. So you press a button and it threads. It's got the wonderful little robot arm, and it goes ahead and threads it. We've also got a laser light on every one of these, and then there's a variety of other improvements on all of these machines. So what you want to do is look at the various machines, which one is right for you. But I will tell you, as my eyes have gotten older and I get to use that little robot arm for threading my machine, I am very grateful for that.
Oh my gosh, it spoils you so much.
But if you have not gotten to the place where that's a problem, or maybe you want to just save the money, we have a 700 still available. We have a 770 still available. Do we have any 735s
We
left?
have one 735
Okay.
left. Yes.
All right, guys. These are last year's models, and they are only about 6 months old. It's really crazy. They've been here either in a box or on the machine and basically just turned on. You can come in, you can get a demo on any of these machines. Rachel and I are here to go ahead and help you try out every single machine in the shop that you want to try. And if you want to, you can even call and make an appointment.
Yes.
So that you make sure that you get to talk to whoever you want to and to go ahead and try out those machines. But again, don't forget the ones that are last year's machines, that's 700 plus, the 770 plus, and the 735 plus. Those are all available for you to purchase, and we can ship them.
We can ship them.
All right. So, everybody, it is that time.
Oh my gosh.
And I've got a class today, so I actually have to go back.
You got a big class
I have
today.
a big class.
Big class. Oh, that's another thing. Just to let everybody know, we have had so much interest in our classes and our events recently that we've actually had people signing up for wait lists. So if you are interested in a class and you see that it's full, we are going to start now putting wait list options on every single one of our classes. So we will contact you if that opening happens.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful day. We will see you back here tomorrow for Facebook Live.